Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Palst here. So nice to see you. I have a really cool shirt on today. Does anyone know what it is? It's from an awesome book that also became a movie. If you know it, it is Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is a great story. If you can find it in the Maple Hill Library or your public library, I suggest you find it, read it. Really cool story. All right. Talk about really cool. We're going to be learning about some science today, which science is very cool. Okay, life science in New York. Beautiful place to be, beautiful place to live. Did you know that apples grow in New York? Many different kinds of apples were grown for the first time in New York. Apples can be used to make many different products. What do you guys think you can make from apples? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Life science in New York. How are red spruce trees, clams, and snap beans alike? They can all be found in New York. You will learn more about the science behind them in Unit A. Red spruce trees. Red spruce trees grow near the Adirondack Mountains. Red spruce trees have sharp, strong needles. Red spruce trees do not drop their needles every year. You will learn more about plants in Chapter 1. The Adirondack Mountains, boys and girls, is beautiful. That's goes up, starts in Albany, goes all the way up to Plattsburgh. So these are Long Island clams. The water around Long Island has many clams. Clams do not have backbones. They are protected by hard shells. You will learn more about animals without backbones in Chapter 2. So here we go. We have snap beans. Snap beans grow near Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Snap beans grow best in rich, deep soil. Many of the snap beans grown in New York are canned or frozen. You learn more about the life cycle of a bean plant in Chapter 4. Okay, I got some questions for you. Let's see who's a really good listener. You ready? First one. Where do red spruce trees grow? A, the Adirondack Mountains. B, Long Island. C, Lake Erie. Or D, New York City. Where do red spruce trees grow? Let's be like Private Iguana. Look back into the text. Red spruce trees grow near the Adirondack Mountains. So if you said A, you were correct. All right, number 2. How are clams protected? A, by bones. B, by soft bodies. C, by water. D, by hard shells. How are clams protected? They are protected by hard shells. So if you said D for number 2, you were correct. 3. Where do snap beans grow? A, only in a greenhouse. B, in the ocean. C, on Long Island. D, near Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. So where does snap beans grow? Private Iguana goes back. Snap beans grow near Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. So D again. Awesome. Okay. Guys, ready for some awesome information about science? All right, here we go. What are the parts of a plant? Plants need water, air, and sunlight. Plants need space to grow. Plants need nutrients. Nutrients are materials that living things need to live and grow. Many plants get nutrients from soil and water. The parts of a plant help it grow. Parts of a plant help it get food, water, air, and sunlight. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Plant parts. Plants have different parts. The 4 main parts are the roots, stems, leaves, and flowers. Roots grow down into the soil. Roots hold the plant in place. Roots take water and nutrients from the soil to the stem. The stem carries water and nutrients to the leaves. The stem holds up the plant. Green leaves take in sunlight and air. They use sunlight, air, and water and nutrients to make food for the plant. There we go. See the roots? So the roots are right here, and they go down into the soil. They hold the plant in place. Got the leaves. Leaves are taken in the sunlight and the air, making nutrients. We got the stem, which carries water and nutrients to the leaves. Many plants have flowers. A flower makes seeds. These seeds might grow into a new plant. You can see the flower and the seeds. Huh. How are seeds scattered? Many new plants grow from seeds. Suppose you plant seeds. You would scatter the seeds in the soil. Scatter means to spread out. The seeds have space to grow. Fruits cover and protect seeds. When fruits travel, the seeds inside are scattered. Some fruits are scattered by air or water. Some fruits get stuck on the fur or feathers of animals. Scattering helps carry seeds to new places where they might grow. These are beautiful pictures. The fruits of a maple tree are shaped like wings. This shape helps them travel through the air. The fruits of the water lily float on lakes and streams. Oh, good pup. Burrs are fruits. Burrs travel by sticking on clothing or fur. This dog has burrs stuck to its fur. So dogs are part of the process as well, scattering seeds. How are plants grouped? Plants can be grouped into two kinds. One kind of plants has flowers. The other kind of plant does not have flowers. Plants with flowers grow in different places. Trees are plants. Some trees have flowers. The flowers form fruits that cover and protect the seed inside. Peach trees grow flowers. Peaches are a fruit. You can eat peaches. That looks like a saguaro cactus, that one. Cactus plants grow in the desert. Their flowers form seeds. Some seeds fall into the sand. New cactus plants might grow. It is a saguaro. Saguaro cactus flowers open during cool nights. Wow. Plants without flowers. Not all plants have flowers. Some plants have cones. Seeds grow inside the cones. When a cone opens, the seed falls out. Some seeds grow into new trees. Mosses are tiny plants that do not have flowers. Mosses do not make seeds or fruits. Mosses do not have leaves, roots, or stems. Ferns do not have flowers. Ferns do not make seeds. Ferns have leaves, roots, and stems. Pine trees have cones. Mosses often grow on wet rocks. Some ferns live in warm, shady, wet places. How are some woodland plants adapted? Plants live almost everywhere. A plant's environment is all the living and non-living things around it. Living things have adapted or changed to live in their environment. Many kinds of plants grow in a woodland environment. Pine trees are adapted to live in cold weather. Pine trees have small leaves that are shaped like needles. Pine tree leaves are adapted to keep from drying out in cold weather. Maple tree leaves turn color in the fall, and they do, and it's beautiful in New York to see. Maple trees are adapted to live where summers are warm and winters are cold. Maple trees have large, flat leaves. The maple tree loses leaves in winter. This helps the tree keep the water it needs to live in winter. Plants that live near water. Some plants in a woodland environment live near rivers and streams. Plants that grow near rivers and streams are adapted to live where it is very wet. This red plant is called a cardinal plant. The roots of a cardinal plant are adapted to get nutrients from the moist soil in a woodland. a cardinal plant. Beautiful. The stinging nettle has tiny, sharp hairs on its stem. The hairs protect the plant from animals that want to eat it. The fanwort is adapted to live in water. Water can move through the thin leaves of the plant. How are some prairie plants adapted? A prairie is a flat land with lots of grass and few trees. Many prairies have hot summers with little rain. Some prairie plants are adapted to keep water when there is not enough rain. Goldenrod plants have stiff stems and leaves. The stems and leaves help the plants keep the water they need to live. There's a goldenrod right there. Look at this one. This is a cool plant. Prairie Smoke has fuzz on its stem and leaves. The fuzz helps the plant keep the water it needs. Prairie grasses have thin leaves. The leaves help the plant keep the water they need. How are some desert plants adapted? Many deserts are sunny and hot during the day. Deserts can be cool at night. Very little rain falls in a desert environment. Some desert plants are adapted to hold water for a long time. The desert almond has leaves that grow in different directions. Some leaves get less sunlight than others. Leaves that get less sunlight can keep the water they need to live. Desert almond. The saguaro cactus has a long, thick stem that holds water. The octopus tree has long spines. The spines protect the plant from animals that want to eat the leaves. Oh, this is cool. Marsh environments have like the coolest plants. Wait till you see this. How are some marsh plants adapted? A marsh is an environment that is very wet. The soil in a marsh may not have the nutrients plants need. The plants in a marsh are adapted to get nutrients in other ways. Cattails are plants. Cattails are adapted to grow in wet soil. Cattails get nutrients they need from the water. We have cattails right near our school. You guys seen those? They're cool, right? Oh, the sundew. Look at this one. A sundew plant gets nutrients from insects. The plant has sticky hairs on each leaf. Insects land on a leaf and stick to the hairs. Oh, the Venus flytrap. A Venus flytrap also gets some nutrients from insects. An insect lands on the plant's leaves. Then the leaves snap shut. Wow, plants that are eating insects. I don't know if it gets any cooler than that. Wow. I hope you enjoyed that little introduction to plants. And we have a fantastic day coming up, boys and girls. I'll see you soon.